Hello students, I hope you all are fine and healthy. We are reading chapter number 4, Structure of Atom. In our previous video, we have read about electronic configuration. Today we will discuss the questions related to the topic. So the first question is, what is the maximum number of electrons which can be accommodated in the K shell? So in the K shell, we know that a maximum 2 electrons can be accommodated. So the first answer is 2. And in the L shell, 8 electrons can be accommodated. So the second answer is 8. And in the M shell, 18 electrons can be accommodated. So the third answer is 18. And in the N shell, 32 electrons can be accommodated. So the fourth answer is 32. Now the next question is, what is the maximum number of electrons which can be accommodated in the first part is innermost shell. So we have read that the innermost shell of an atom is K shell. So in the innermost shell, that is K shell, only 2 electrons can be accommodated. So the first answer is 2. And the outermost shell. So in the outermost shell, we have read that a maximum of 8 electrons can be accommodated. But if that outermost shell will be K shell only, so only 2 electrons can be accommodated. So here we will write the answer 8. Now the next question is, state the number of electrons present in the outermost shell of the atoms of the following elements. So first is neon. Now the atomic number of neon is 10. So the neon atom will have 10 electrons because the number of electrons present in an atom, it is equal to its atomic number. We will first write its electronic configuration. So first of all, we will write here K shell, L shell, M shell and N shell. Now in the neon there are 10 electrons. So in the K shell only 2 electrons can be accommodated. So if we will subtract 2 from 10, then 8 is left. Now that 8 remaining electrons, they will go in the L shell. So 2 plus 8 is equals to 10 electrons. So in the outermost shell of neon, there are 8 electrons. Now in the second part, we have to tell the electrons present in the outermost shell of chlorine atom. Now the atomic number of chlorine element is 17. So the electrons present in chlorine atom will be equal to 17. So for chlorine, if you will write the electronic configuration, then in the K shell, the same 2 electrons will go. After that, if you will subtract 2 from 17, then the remaining is 15. Now in the L shell, only 8 electrons can be accommodated. So 2 plus 8, it is equals to 10. So if you will subtract 10 from 17, now 7 is remaining. So the M shell will have 7 electrons. Now 2 plus 8, 10, 10 plus 7, 17. So the number of electrons in the outermost shell of chlorine atom is 7. Now the next question is, what do you understand by the term electronic configuration of an element? So electronic configuration means the arrangement or distribution of electrons in an atom of that element. Now we have to write the electronic configuration of oxygen. So the atomic number of oxygen, it is 8. It means that the oxygen atom will have 8 electrons in it. Now we will write the electronic configuration: K shell, L shell, M shell, then N shell. So the K shell can have maximum 2 electrons. So first of all, 2 electrons will be filled in K shell. Now how many are remaining? 8 minus 2. So 6 electrons are remaining. So 6 electrons will be accommodated in the L shell. So the electronic configuration of oxygen will be 2 electrons in the K shell and 6 electrons in the L shell, or we can also write it as 2, 6. Now the next question is, an element has an atomic number 12. How many electrons will be present in the K, L and M energy shells of its atom? Now we have to write the electronic configuration, then only we can tell how many electrons are there in the K shell, L shell and M shell. So first of all we will write here K, L, M. Now the atomic number is 12, so the number of electrons in that atom will also be 12. So first of all 2 electrons will be accommodated in the K shell. Now we will subtract 2 from 12, so remaining electrons are 10. Now in the L shell only 8 electrons can be accommodated, so 8 electrons will come in L shell. Now 2 plus 8, 10, and if you subtract 10 from 12, then 2 electrons are remaining. That 2 electrons will come in M shell. So in the K shell there are 2 electrons, in L shell 8 electrons, and in the M shell there are also 2 electrons. Now the next question is, an element has atomic number 13 and atomic mass 27. Now we have to tell how many electrons are there in each atom of the element. Now we know that the number of electrons in each atom of a particular element, it is equal to the atomic number of that element. So the number of electrons in each atom of the element will be equal to 13. The next part is how these electrons are distributed in various energy levels. So we have to write the electronic configuration of this element. So first of all we will write here K shell, L shell, M shell and N shell. Now the number of electrons in this atom is 13. So first of all 2 electrons will be filled in K shell. Now if we subtract 2 from 13, then 11 electrons are remaining. Now we know that in the L shell only 8 electrons can be accommodated. So 8 electrons will come in the L shell. Now 2 plus 8 is equals to 10. So if we subtract 10 from 13, so still 3 electrons are remaining. That 3 electrons will be accommodated in the M shell. So there are 2 electrons in K shell, 8 electrons in L shell and 3 electrons in the M shell. Or we can also write it as 2, 8, 3. Now the next question is, write the electronic configuration of an element whose atomic number is 18. What is the special about the outermost electron shell or valence shell of the atom of this element? One thing I haven't told in the topic, that the outermost shell of an atom, it is also known as the valence shell. So now we will write the electronic configuration of this element. So we will write here K, L, M and N. Now the atomic number of this element is 18. So its atom will have 18 electrons in it. Now in the K shell, the maximum 2 electrons will come. Now if we subtract 2 from 18, 16 electrons are remaining. Now in the L shell, maximum 8 electrons can be accommodated. So 8 electrons will come in L shell. Now 2 plus 8, that is equals to 10. So 10 subtracted from 18, that is equal to 8 electrons. So that 8 electrons will come in M shell. Now this is the electronic configuration of this element, that is 2 electrons in K shell, 8 electrons in L shell and 8 electrons in M shell. We can also write it as 2, 8, 8. Now what is special about the outermost electron shell or the valence shell of the atom of this element? As we can see here, the outermost shell, that is the M shell, it is having 8 electrons in it. So we have read that the atom is most stable when the outermost shell of an element is having 8 electrons in it. So the outermost or the valence shell of this atom is complete. So this atom is most stable. Now the next question is, an element has an atomic number 11 and its mass number is 23. What is the arrangement of electrons in the shell? And we have to state the nuclear composition of an atom of the element. So first of all, we will write the electronic configuration of this element. Now the atomic number of this element is 11. So it will have 11 electrons. So we will write here K shell, L shell, M shell. Now in the K shell only 2 electrons can be accommodated. So 2 subtracted from 11. So 9 electrons are remaining. Now in the L shell only 8 electrons can be accommodated. So 8 electrons will be filled in the L shell. 2 plus 8 is equals to 10. 10 subtracted from 11, that is 1. So 1 electron is remaining. So that 1 electron will be filled in the M shell. So the electronic configuration of this element is 2 electrons in K shell, 8 electrons in L shell and 1 electron in M shell, or we can also write it as 2, 8, 1. Now we have to state the nuclear composition of an atom of the element. It means we have to tell how many protons and how many neutrons will be in the one atom of this element. Now we know that the number of protons, it is equal to the atomic number of the element. So number of protons, it is equals to atomic number. So the atomic number of this element is 11. So the number of protons, it will be equal to 11. Now we will use the formula mass number. It is equals to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Now we have already calculated the number of protons. So we will keep the number of protons in this formula and then we will calculate the number of neutrons. So here we will keep in place of number of protons 11. So that is equals to 11 and the mass number is given, that is equals to 23 plus number of neutrons is equals to 12. So there are 11 protons and 12 neutrons in the one atom of this element. So that's it, students. We will continue our chapter in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Take care.